Hey, I'm back. This is Derek with Cherry Blossom Hemp, and we're going to talk about something kind of serious today. We are doing this segment just answering questions because we get a lot of questions at our table when we are setting up around the DMV. And one of the most common questions we get was we do events where people are drinking. Well, am I going to get high? Can I use this with my alcohol, my beer, my wine, my cocktail? And most times, in most instances, yes, you can. And we kind of proudly say, like, we don't sell intoxicants. We sell something that you're not blending intoxicants when you're using our vaporable extracts and things like that. But in all seriousness, people use alcohol and people sometimes use CBD oil, hemp oil, cannabis oil. We use these terms interchangeably for the same reasons, to relax, sometimes for depression and anxiety, to uplift yourself a little bit, even though in a strange way, alcohol doesn't totally do that, but for a short period of time, I guess it does. To relieve yourself of depression or inflammation, not inflammation, but to relieve yourself of any sort of pain and kind of get, like, sometimes that people drink to get a good night's sleep. People use hemp oil for some of these same reasons, and they don't have the same effect. It's just sometimes the same motivations go into using them. So most of the time, people only take about 25 to 75 milligrams of CBD per day, which is good. If you're kind of on that regimen, for most people, and then granted we're all chemically different, that can have varied effects, but most times people are going to be good. Now, and there was a study back in the 70s where they showed that like these two chemicals or components can amplify the effects in the human body, but they gave these folks a lot of alcohol and about 200 milligrams of CBD, and that's like more than twice the amount most people take, in a day. In large doses, as we mentioned and we talked about our driving segment, it can, have some sedative qualities, very relaxing qualities, and so does alcohol. So in those instances, yes, it can amplify each other's effects. Now, if we want to talk about some positives with the alcohol and hemp oil combination, alcohol does have the negative. One of the negatives of alcohol consumption is it causes damage to cells, increases the level of inflammation and chronic and your risk of chronic diseases like pancreatitis, liver, cancer, all different types of things. And hemp oil is a good cancer fighter. We all know that. But it helps with inflammation. It's anti-inflammatory. We know that. But it's also a natural antioxidant. It can help with some of that degeneration of cells. One of the other positives is that alcohol may be used, hemp oil may be used to help treat alcohol addiction. So in a study that they did in rats, they saw that when they're given a regimen of hemp oil, the rats' intake went down, the alcohol intake went down. They were like alcohol addicted rats, which is a shame in itself. But they see hemp oil help them prevent relapses and decrease the motivation to consume more alcohol. So if there's a positive, that is very good. So like I said, we're not here to offer or shed our opinions. We're just here to shed facts. And hopefully, you got a little something out of that. As always, you know yourself better than anyone else. You make the decision on your own. But 9 times out of 10, in most situations, it is relatively safe to consume alcohol and hemp. So that's it. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we'll get back to you with another video in a couple days. Bye.